Hello, and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, January 1st, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is, I just realized I didn't do one. I'm actually going to let that slip. Usually I would be like, oh wait, let me stop recording. Today is actually an 11-degree day. So I would say a good energy mantra for today is healing and forward momentum is my personal responsibility. So, Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Now, I have to tell you, this is very interesting. As I've been talking about 2021 today, I have actually been talking about 2022. I have skipped saying 2021 over and over and over and just kind of keep skipping to 2022. I don't know if that's an omen or not. I'm not going to take it as one. But I did find it interesting because it happened over and over and over. I just couldn't seem to say 2021. So we do have some interesting astro for this first day of the new year. Now, 2021 is a 5-year. So 5 energy is about change, which we know. We have change all over the place in the astro. The first card that came out is clinging to the past in reverse. And I really do feel like we have to fully bless, forgive, and release the energy of 2020. And that being said, the reverse part, we still have lessons that will be unfolding from everything that happened in 2020. So it's like, forgive it, release it, let it go, onward. And yet also remembering, what was it that it had to show us? What were those repeating patterns that potentially are going to join us as we work into this 2021 energies? So we actually have a yod today. Later in the day it will be, but it's actually focusing on Mercury in Capricorn, and then we have my camera's actually covering it. Oh yeah, Moon. So it's a fast-moving yod. Moon in Leo, and North Node in Gemini energy feeding in. So the Moon in Leo part, staying in our heart, staying with our inner child, so important. North Node in Gemini, being in the moment, being available, listening in the moment. What are my lessons? What are the changes I need to be making? Being aware of that. Now, Mercury in Capricorn, this is where the yod energy, the inconjunct energy can come in. That energy may be like, this is how we've always done it, and so this is how it's going to be. That's my Capricorn/Saturn voice, so congratulations for getting that out of me today. We have to be really aware of, what is the right word? Stuck thinking. Stuck in the past thinking. Patriarchal thinking. Now, Capricorn, Mercury in Capricorn, it has its high points. That mental responsibility. Hey, I can respond in a way that's true to me. I can respond in a way true to my personal authority. That's an important lesson. That's an important lesson for the inner child to learn. Like, hey, you don't have to back down. You can be responsive in a way that's supportive. That North Node energy in Gemini, maybe that's the change that needs to be made. But we have to be aware of where the shoulds in our mind and the shoulds from out there come in and project all over the place and take you right out of that responsibility place. So I think that's pretty potent that we have this yod that's reminding us, like, in any given moment, and our mind is, helping form this, you have your personal responsibility. You can respond, you can communicate, you can think in this responsibility manner. So that's really potent. Now, the other thing that we got going on today is actually Mercury. It's all Mercury today. So mental energy, which we're already feeling with all this Aquarius. But Mercury is also connecting to Neptune. Now, Neptune's interesting because it can be our spirituality. It can be karmic. It can bring us past life energy. It can bring us esoteric information. What I like to say with Neptune energy is be aware of, but also use your illusion. So Neptune connecting to Mercury, don't be afraid to daydream. Don't be afraid to envision. In fact, I have that card today, the dream card. Dream big. Hold that light, hold that hope. But at the same time, And I actually wrote this in my 2021 for like, hey, notes on 2021 for everybody who got the readings. It's very interesting that the mental energy, Mercury, in the sign of structure, is being affected by these potential illusions. So even if you use your illusion, even as you daydream and work that system, be aware this year of the illusions that are being put forth. And I would say I think it's a pretty delicate tightrope balance in figuring this out. But just be very aware of that. And I think, again, going back to that Capricorn energy, our sovereignty, Capricorn or Aquarius, where do we want to go with that? It could be either, but our sovereignty is going to be a really important piece. I actually pulled from one of my new favorite decks that I have, Tarot of the Divine. I pulled for 2021 year ahead, I pulled the Emperor card. And this, to me, is about us standing in our authority, standing in our power, knowing the potency of our individual leadership. This card actually represents King Arthur in this deck. And so how King Arthur made the round table, connecting, whether it's with our guides or with our people, to be able to stand in our authority and in our personal power and take leadership as needed. But again, that word authority keeps coming back to me as a really potent one for this. So don't be afraid to stand in that as we face any of these illusions in and through this year. I think it's important and potent to know these astro energies that are affecting us on this first day of this 2021 portal. I'm getting it, 2021. We also have Uranus hanging out with Lilith, which Lilith, again, is like, hey, you have the authority. Go your own way. Do your own thing. And Uranus is that planet of the evolution, of revolution, change, liberation. And so Lilith, the Lilith energy in all of us is like, come, I know the way. This is the way. And she's holding on to your heart as she's reminding you of that. So it's potent astro to begin this. But again, the responsibility is in our hands. So that being said, let's look at these astro cards, or not the astro cards, the tarot cards. Clinging to the past. Goodbye, 2020. Blessings. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Got the experiencing card. We still have some more lessons, though. We have experiences. We have so much shift to work through. Right? So we've all got to take a look at our own personal resistance to these changes, to these shifts that are taking place. I have the dream card. Don't be afraid to dream big and do it with love, whether it's love for yourself, love for your partner, love for your family, love for your friends, love for your community, love for the planet. Find what you love and move from there. The last card I want to look at is the Miser card, and I think that knowing the astro for the year ahead, there will be more financial shifts coming through. Excuse me. Don't let lack drive you. This is an abundant planet. We have experienced lack, but that doesn't mean that lack has any truth in it, truly. It's the craziest thing that we believe in lack, and yet on this abundant planet, how it doesn't have to be. So do keep that in mind for this year ahead. Lack, I would say, is one of the biggest driving forces for the illusions. So we really want to find ourselves in that abundant, pleasurable state of being, state of mind, state of energy. So, happy first day of this year. I hope that it is wonderful for you. Sending you guys all so many blessings. Thank you all for all of you guys who hang out with me daily. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. Yay, 2021. Wow, I just lost everything. The better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. Shear a sword up in the air. And stay curious. Namaste.